Deputy Lord Mayor, representing Frankly Great Park, we have a large constituency of veterans, and when I heard this news, it was music to my ears. These men and women who serve represent the very best our country has to offer, and without them, Lord Mayor, I would argue that we simply wouldn't have a country. Now, our military don't just defend our country, they also defend our British values. And to remind you what those values were, they were democracy, rule of law, individual liberty, which means the individual is always sovereign over the collective, tolerance and mutual respect. And while I could sit here and regurgitate quotes from all the great Enlightenment thinkers, I think the best one that defines our military was actually the French philosopher Voltaire, who famously said, "I may disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." So I would say to the opposition, next time when you're out there with your placards calling for safe spaces at universities, trigger warnings on books, or dare I say, the big issue of 2018, protesting against man-sized tissues, just remember that it is our British military who defend those British values that enable you to do that in the first place. That's why, Lord Mayor, we call upon this council to adopt this motion and call for scrutiny to review the three key areas: how this council currently supports veterans, including how successful it is at meeting the commitments under the Armed Forces Covenant; 2, to look specifically at the current housing offer and how we can ensure that this is addressing the veterans in this city; and finally, to identify areas where we can help build better understandings amongst the wider community, especially younger people and generations. Finally, I just want to say to everybody who serves in our armed forces, both men and women, thank you so much for everything that you do for this country. I in this chamber will always fight for you, just like you are prepared to fight for me, and I hope you and your family have a great Christmas. And I will do something now that I don't think you will see Jeremy Corbyn do. God bless you, God bless this country, and God save the Queen. Thank you.